Greetings everyone, here's Ludwig and this is the game Strategic Command WW1. This is my series against the AI. I'm playing the single player at the Central Powers against the Entente. This will be now turn number 7 or part number 7 of this series in this match. So I arrive at the mid of November already. I give the AI additional money and a little more experience to let them fight stronger, but also not make it over crazy. Because the main purpose is normally that you learn and understand the game, and the real fun often starts if you play against or play a play by email match against other human opponent. Good. So it's November. It's rainy but not muddy. There's always some impact on the fighting power or movement. What the weather will. I think raining is normally against aircraft mostly, and for ships it's also not so good. Good, I have 150 money only, and some of my units here at the front line are damaged. So I first try to rebuild them, or reinforce them. This will cost me already a lot of money. The second class line, maybe I pay another day. I first check. Yeah, the most important is I lost here 2 corps, and end of the last episode, I re-bought them. So this is why I have so little money left, and I must now find out what I can do. So I can walk here, and I could attack. Maybe I could do this and create a lot of damage. And now kill it. Okay, then I can walk here down and build a new trench. And 8 is... Oh yeah, I can also walk here. Then I walk here. Fine. This I can reinforce. I normally like to reinforce this not so strong damage units first and not this super burnt out unit because they are far more expensive to heal or reinforce. Yeah. I could attack here the British, but I'm here so low on power, this will simply be a meat grinder. And at the end, I think the AI get more money, so I don't know if it's really for me a benefit to do this, so I entrench here better. Like this. Reinforce this unit. Because then later I can, maybe next turn I can then simply take this unit out and reinforce. So maybe here one more. No money left. Okay, already no money. Oh god. So my search Zeppelin, you can see is... Yeah, I can fly here, but no, it's I think it's always say not good weather. I can maybe try this. I don't know if it's really working. Yeah. So this is normally the best. The Zeppelin is flying, and every hex the Zeppelin is passing, you will get recon information. So you can normally scout a lot of sea water with this. This is the biggest benefit for this. And I can move one more here. So if you don't want to have a surprise, you can maybe always scout first and then use your navy ships to attack. Okay, so my submarine, maybe I can go with high speed. up to maybe up to here. Fine. This sub have maximum power. Okay, then I dive now, silent, trying to go under, maybe here. And I will not go directly in this blockade hexes because if there's a destroyer, then maybe my sub gets stuck. So, and I pass by and I realize, okay, here's an enemy light cruiser. Okay. This sub is only at 6 supplies, so it must soon go back. So I will. Oh! And on the way, I find here one destroyer, and because I was more or less in hunter group, so I was at the surface, you can say. And then this destroyer find me and hit me. Ooh. So I try to escape here in the bad weather, but not be next to the destroyer. So keep a little distance. Here's I don't know it's so easy to see, but here's calm sea and here's bad weather. There's raining, and here's clear. Good. Super dangerous would be now if I more or less try to walk here and try to attack this armored cruiser, battle cruiser. And here's also mines. I could normally also do this. I think I have 3 or 4 mines I can use. Every destroyer have I think 1 mine. The problem is always where you want to put your mines. Because you cannot take them back more once you throw them in the water. And I really don't know how is the situation here. So I want maybe have here more scouting information, maybe next turn. And then here are mines, and then maybe I can also put here some mines to. The question is if I mine the channel, is it a benefit for me or is it more benefit for the Entente? This is always a question. It's maybe better if you mine the coastline because sooner or later maybe British ships trying to. Normally they're often sailing up and down, and then you can maybe create some damage. I could maybe do this. I could, but this is dangerous. I don't know what ships are here, and I cannot protect my own ships here. So I better another day, not today. My battle cruiser, oh, my dreadnought is here also finished, so I bring it back to the North Sea. Protecting more or less other ships. Destroyer is ready. I can go back. I don't have money, so I don't must switch now. This can go back to port. You can also go back to port. Oh yeah, here's also 1 port. This one is ready. Back to port. Okay. I think this is everything I must do with the Navy. This submarine have still a lot of supply points, so it can stay here. And I can maybe go here, source, to intercept here. This is India supply line. Okay. Good. Anything else I can do at the west front or make sense to do at the west front? I have 7 shells, so I can wait up to 2 or 3 more turns before really make. Yeah, you can maybe here. This unit have no soft or hard attack up to now. If you upgrade it, I think it gets soft and hard attack values. But up to now, it's more or less really a purely. Oh no, I am at 7 shells. It's already max. Or maybe they changed it. Oh. Then I could better normally attack. Okay. I thought before they had always 10 shells. Let's try this. So this unit is attached. This unit is entrenched, so I swap them. Then you cannot attack. Okay. Covered artillery cannot attack after swapping. Okay. Maybe makes sense. So I will try to use this artillery next turn. Only simply to shell. But you better shell and then they attack the unit. Because if you shell, the artillery gets experience and of course the HQ. But this will also give experience to the unit gets shelled. And this at HQ belonging to. So at the end, everyone gets bonus. And so far, I know is the unit getting shells gets much more experience than the artillery unit. So if you shell the enemy unit, then you better attack simply to damage this unit so that they don't can keep their experience later on. Because the enemy must reinforce this unit and then lost the experience again. The HQ will still get normally experience, but yeah, cannot change. Good, at the east front. Oh, there's a one Russian unit that's not digged in. This is always easy picking. Maybe I can scout first. Oh, heavy damage for me. Then I can. This unit is so broken already. Okay, I can use my cavalry maybe. Force them back. Yeah, good. Then I cannot destroy them. Out of reach. Here is also a good opportunity. This is unit is connected here. So also this HQ have already one battle star or medal. And my infantry unit have already 2. It is a lot. Here I could create some damage. I take it. This unit is not fighting so well because... Ah yeah. This unit have 1.5 or at least 1 experience points and is readiness 100%. And this one is only readiness at 90%, so and no experience. So you can see the difference of experience and readiness have really impact on the battle. Good. I can reinforce this one with 1 unit to at least give it a little more punching power for the next turn, or for the defense at least. This is all purely defense here. They were so shitty and slow me down. Maybe the trench change like this. Oh, I forgot. For next turn. Normally you don't must entrench if there's no enemy in the nearby, but sometimes I do it simply only by... Because why not? I mean, this is really behind the line. I don't need to entrench. It costs you nothing, so it's possible to do it. So I move here forward and trying to close the distance. But I always, if I walk to the enemy, I must attack or I must at least entrench. No, I can walk more. And winter is coming, so I don't think we have here much activity more this year. I mean, the year is nearly over. It's already November. This unit is not connected to any HQ. You can normally see it. This must normally the HQ must uh, get this green background. Then you know automatically, the unit is connected. If you click a unit and you don't see any HQs shining up, then something is wrong. Then you know, oh, better don't use it. So next turn I must go here more source and then connect all the southern units maybe to this HQ and use this HQ for the center part. And before you attack, you can simply deselect the units you don't want to use attack, maybe in this rear or somewhere, and then, but you must make sure that the units are in front line, is facing the enemy, must be connected to the HQ, or they will suffer heavy casualties if the enemy is attacking. Good, but I keep it like this. I could maybe use this cavalry to scout a little more. But this unit is also not connected to any HQ. So I go to the woods. Only to see maybe a little more. To see how deep and if there's a second defense line and how many reinforcements is here behind. Good, the Austrians, they're still holding. I lost here up to now, I think, no town. I think the Russians are only successful taking one. Yeah, Memel I lost. And here, so two smaller towns and Memel is city. No, Memel is also a town. But also the port of Memel is under Russian control. This is where the Russians getting morale every turn. And the Germany is bleeding morale. Good. So, where I want to attack and where I don't want to attack. So, like this 7 unit, I don't want to use normally to attack. I can maybe attach this unit. And I also can this unit is broken, so I will reinforce this. So I maybe attach this one. 2. This is no benefit for me. Here's a unit I can attack. This can create damage. Okay. Oh, now my unit is heavily broken, and is facing 3 enemies. This was much more successful. Okay, I can do this. I can fall back and walk here. Destroy the Russian unit and have a stronger unit at the front line, facing at least 2 enemies. Then I must still walk in Lemberg. And the trench must maybe a little looks like this. Okay. Reinforce this unit. And this unit. And here. Good. My cavalry is not attached. Maybe we can do this. The enemy unit here is only on the supply of 4. This is so then I can. This is only 5. So they are not really ready to attack me. So maybe a good opportunity to kick them a little. And then I can fall back. Or I can stay here. I'm already entrenched. That's okay, I can stay here. If the the Russians attack me here from the east side, and there's a river. This will protect me. From the north, it's not so good, but there's always problems. And this unit, the raining slows me down, so I cannot move a tick and try to reach my own lines again. So I maybe better stay here. And because this unit is not connected, but I stay here in the fortress city, so I think this kind of units normally must have HQ support to hold the line. Still, of course, it's always better if every unit have HQ support. Serbia, the meat grinder. This is no way. Yeah, here I can attack. So first, all units are connected. Okay. So I attack first here. 2 to 2. This was not so successful. Moving here. Here again. Also only 2 2. But now, 2 and 2 again. Then I use this one now. And fall back. Take the city. And entrench. Oops. No, yeah, not the most successful. I mean, the losses was similar, was equally. But the Serbia lost the corp, and they need, I think, 3-4 months maybe to rebuild it. So there's simply less units on the map now for the Serbia units. But still, now all my Australian army is so broken that. But now it's winter coming, so now I have 1 or 2 turns to simply rebuild everything, and then maybe in spring of 15 I can try to attack again before reinforcements arriving for Serbia. Good. My submarine, I maybe first try to I sneak here. If after you move, I think you cannot change more the mode, so I am now at the Egypt UK supply line, and then maybe next one I can change the mode, and this is all fine. Not much more I can do here with this. I can no, I don't need this. Not now. So Russians, Serbia is all okay. Sanders still try to walk down. The HQ, the corps try to follow. I'm now in Jerusalem and in Baghdad. I have a blocking force here. I need a blocking force in Constantinople. Gallipoli is also secured. Okay. So I have a little money. Now I can go for research again. The Ottomans, they need also more industry. They need more money in the long run. And now they're at 62%. You can see that they are closing. And I also need trench warfare with the Ottomans, that's for sure. This is, I think, the most... Because trench warfare is more or less for free. This is also... I mean, at the end, you better have everything, always. So, Austria need more money. So I better buy more money. And they also need for sure... What they really need is infantry warfare. So I try to push this a little more. Good. Anything else? Nothing was flashing. You can see what is flashing is can still move. But this is all Navy stuff, and I don't want move. These are my submarines. No. nothing more. Then I can finish the turn and see what the allies are doing, or the Entente. We can support the India uprise. There was a uprise, you can see, and I think there are many people die there, but no one really knows this. So at the end, I give money to some rebels and separatists in India and hope to try to create a lot of trouble for the British in India. I say yes, I can do it. It's only little money, and if it's working, even if the chance is only 10 or 20%, but if it's successful, it's have an impact, at least a little. So I pay the money, and the Italy's mm, Mussolini more or less say, "Give me back my land." I mean, he was not the leader of Italy, but he was working for some newspapers and write always a lot of this kind of stuff. So the blockade is still in place. And Germany developed industry technology. So means I can get now more money. And Austrians get a boost for infantry weapons. That is nice. And industry technologies. Two boosts in one turn. That is good. So you always get more, but I think normally you every technology every turn between I think 5 and 15 is the maximum. And if you have this pop up, then it's a big step, like critical successful. And you can now see that the base collection is I think not was 300 something, now it's 400. So I really earn more money. I can pay the agents in Morocco and I can pay the uprising in India and still have enough money to feed the rest. So now it's muddy again, but not more raining. Yeah, the British find my sub, and it was not so hard. Oh, that was successful. Two. Okay. Oh, so the Australians also lost the first town. Yeah, the first corp. But again, to destroy one corp is maybe okay. But the question is how much you pay for this, and then you also must conquer the land and hold the land. So normally it's like in First World War, attacking, throw a lot of manpower on a position, kill each other, barely take the ground, and then the enemy make a counterattack, and then everything's back to starting positions. So, yeah. So I normally really only want attack if it's a benefit for me. So the British are digging in now. So before they was a little weak, but this is now really more or less frontline like reality. So the British defeated my forces at the Falklands, but the Germans was able to cripple the Invincible. So German shells land some hits and penetrate the strong British battle cruiser armor belt. And typhus is plaguing the Serbians because they don't care medicines, because they think they are also strong. So you can see that most units now losing one hit point, and I think also some readiness uh, problem. And my subs intercepting the India convoy lane. But the British also blockading Germany at the North Sea. So, and then Zügner is going to the front line. And yeah, because I mean, this was already before of the war. I mean, why Austria wanted this war, I think at the end was they had so much internal trouble, and there were so many different groups of interest in Austria. It was hard to control. And if you have one enemy in the war to fight, then you can maybe focus for something. And then if you create a victory, then you can again, for some time at least, you can say we are a big glorious nation. But in reality, Austria was already at a breaking point. There was simply too many interest groups, and everyone want Hungary and Austria, and normally then there was always a cry or the ask for if you maybe split the whole country in smaller pieces, or you create some maybe new republic with many smaller independent parts and working together under one king, whatever. But Austria, like it was a dead end, I think. At the end, I get here a new submarine again. So many submarines and a destroyer. Fine. So this is my reinforcements for the turn. So Germany have now a lot more money. And for a little luck, this is of course always by luck, we have here high summer weather, so dry, clear sky, and no low temperatures. I mean, maybe the temperatures are around 5 or 10 degrees, but no frozen ground, no raining. So I could attack here with maximum efficiency if I really want, but I mean, the enemy is already digged in. But this is then for next turn. Okay, see you, bye bye.